I just came back from the Apple store and I got my hands on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, before I go into my first impressions on this phone, I want to give two disclaimers. First being, this is actually my husband's phone, which I will go into after this on the reason why he decided to buy the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I wanted to give a quick shout out to my husband for allowing me to do this video. And the second disclaimer is that I am not a super techie kind of person, so I do apologize if I don't really know all the technical terminology of the phone's features. Just wanted to do a first look and a first impressions based on someone who is a regular consumer of Apple products and who has always been a user of Apple iPhones, and I have always been very pleased with my iPhones. With that being said, let's jump into the video. So the reason why my husband decided to get the iPhone 16 Pro Max is because originally he had the iPhone 13 Pro. His phone had a lot of audio damage, it had a lot of wear and tear over time, and it was cracked. It just had a lot of damage and it was time for him to upgrade his phone. Now, my husband and I are typically not the type of people to upgrade our iPhones every year. We just don't really think it's necessary and it's just not something that we're interested in doing. We only usually upgrade when it's really needed for us to upgrade. And in his situation, it was definitely much needed. Now, originally, he wanted to upgrade to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which is actually the phone that I have. What happened was, with our carrier, we had an option to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max with a much better deal of $1,000 off of the phone, which is just crazy to us. Ultimately, we were able to save and it was cheaper for him to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max rather than the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So for all those reasons, he decided to pick up this one and he ended up getting the black titanium color. And today what I'm basically going to be doing is a little unboxing right now. I want to see the phone's features, just a little first impression look on what the phone looks like and hold it up comparing to my iPhone 15 Pro Max. Then after this unboxing portion of the video, I'm going to give the phone back to him so that he can set it up. And once the phone is set up, we are going to go outside and do a little comparison between the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the iPhone 16 Pro Max, more specifically the camera quality, taking some photos and video. So that is pretty much what this video is going to consist of. But right now, I feel like it is time to unbox this iPhone. I feel so bad because this is his phone and he doesn't get the unboxing moment, but I do. I feel like this is just the best part of getting an iPhone, when you do the satisfying unboxing. Are you guys ready? And wow, this is so nice. I'm definitely happy he chose the black titanium because I have that for my phone as well and I really love the color. Oh my goodness. Before I take off the sticker part, let's go into what came in the box. So included in the box came the regular charger for the phone. This charger is the same charger that the iPhone 15 uses. It's essentially the iPad charger. I actually really enjoy this charger. I love the braided rope on the wire. I think it's very sleek. What's crazy, I heard this year that the iPhone 16 Pro Max does not come with any Apple stickers, which is so disappointing. I feel like that's one of the most iconic parts of opening any Apple product is receiving the stickers. But yeah, just to confirm, there are no Apple stickers. This little paper right here is just the instructions and it gives me information about the 1-year limited warranty. On the back of this, it just says that you no longer need the physical SIM card. Activate your eSIM during iPhone setup, which is super cool. That's all that came in the box. Now it is time for the most satisfying part of the unboxing, the peel. Wow, that was absolutely amazing. First of all, I love the choice of the black titanium. Again, I feel like it is a safe color choice to go with. You can really customize your phone any way you want. You can add any kind of case you want to it. It just looks so sleek. It looks nice. It looks luxurious. I also was really impressed with the new desert titanium color. I feel like it was a gorgeous, natural, neutral brown tone color and it looked really nice. Honestly, if I were to upgrade my iPhone 15 to the iPhone 16, I would have probably went with the Desert Titanium. And then they also had this phone in a white titanium, a natural titanium, which is more of a gray tone, and this one. So he went with the black titanium. For the camera lens, here is what it looks like. It is pretty much the exact same setup and camera lenses as the iPhone 15 Pro Max has. And obviously, we'll talk about the new feature, which is the camera control button on the side. Hopefully you could see it well, but that is the camera control button. And this is the newest feature on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So essentially, you just roll your finger on the side and it should zoom in and out of the camera, which is really cool, and we are definitely going to be testing that when we go out today. I want to show you a side-by-side comparison of the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the 16 Pro Max. This one is the 16, this one is the 15. Here's what they look like. Pretty much the same, except the 16 is slightly bigger. And here's what the front sides look like. Again, essentially super similar, almost identical. Overall, color-wise, these are the same. They have the black titanium, the Apple sticker is a darker black, kind of glossy color. Okay, next let's talk comfortability. This was kind of a concern getting the Pro Max phones in general for myself and for my husband. I was even hesitant to get my first Pro Max because of the sizing. I was interested in upgrading to a Pro Max because I believe that someone who creates content, a Pro Max would be ideal. That way you could just see the screen better, it's more clear. I also have really bad eyesight, so it just comes in handy for someone like myself. But again, if you do have really small hands, it's just something to be aware of. You may not like holding it like this. It might get uncomfortable over time. So you might want to look into getting the iPhone 16 Pro. Definitely one thing you want to do is get a case immediately because these phones are so delicate. This could easily break. It's super fragile, and you definitely do not want to go walking around without a case. Also, an optional thing to get is a screen protector. We were thinking about getting one, but it's optional. It's just an extra cost and an extra amount of protection on your phone. You could always get that later, but I definitely recommend getting a case. That is a must. After he picked up his phone, we went to Best Buy and got the spec case. He has had this brand for years. He's loved it. It is super, super protective. That's what it looks like. It's a nice clear case. It's super hard, sturdy. It'll definitely protect your phone, and I love this case because it's gender neutral, so anyone can have this. It looks great on any phone color as well. It also comes with that little MagSafe charging capability on it. Here's what the spec case looks like on, and it's really, really nice. It's sleek, it's clear, so you can clearly see the nice sleek color and design of the phone. The phone is turning on. It is on, and it says hello. How cute. I always love turning it on and seeing this. It's just so satisfying. From here, I'm gonna hand it off to my husband, let him set it up, and we will go through with going outside and testing this thing. So right now we are on our way to a park. I am going to test the capabilities of the camera quality and the video recording on the iPhone 16 Pro Max versus the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So let's head to the park and get some cool shots and do a little testing. So here we are, we made it to the park, and the very first thing we wanted to try out is the zoom capabilities on each of the phones. Now, the iPhone 16 is on the right, and as you can see, there's nothing significantly different. However, I think they both are still providing the good quality and really incredible zoom capabilities. Now, here my husband is testing the camera control bar on the side. Honestly, it was a little bit frustrating to use, kind of confusing because it wasn't really picking up what he was trying to do too well. So I don't know if that's our fault, but I feel like this is just going to take some practice and some time of getting used to. But from what he said, he probably will not be using this feature on the phone as much. And here we are kind of just messing with the filters. I think they're really cool that you could just swipe and get different filter options. I think it's easy. It's great for on the go when you're taking photos and you just want to throw a filter on it. You can totally do that. And I really like the filter options. I also think it's cool how you can mess around with the brightness of the filters. It's just really interesting. We also wanted to test the slow motion video capabilities on the iPhone 16, and look how cool that is. It literally has this kind of cinematic feel. Here we were testing the depth of field on the video capabilities, and it was actually quite impressive. It definitely gave a blurry background, which is nice for those cinematic shots. And we also wanted to do a little testing of some vlog style videos. So we were just testing that for a little bit. Now here my husband wanted to try out the phone on a gimbal. This is the DJI gimbal. I will have it linked below if you're interested. It fit perfectly on the gimbal, and here you can get some really cool stable shots. Now this is perfect if you're a videographer or you do any kind of work with video. This is honestly so cool. We also wanted to test the photo capabilities on this phone and compare it to the 15. So here my husband was taking some photos of me with the 16 and with the 15 just to compare side by side how the photos turned out. And honestly, they were pretty similar. And lastly, I wanted to take some selfie style photos just to compare the two as well. And I was quite impressed with both. I think the 16 came out slightly better, but overall they're really similar in quality, and I'm impressed with both. So that was my very first impression and first look on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So after today, comparing it to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, I kind of want to wrap this up and do a summary on the pros and cons if you are thinking about upgrading or purchasing the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So starting with the pros, if you're deciding to get the iPhone 16 Pro Max, would be camera quality and capabilities. It has no significant change to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. However, I just noticed the camera quality overall to be slightly better than the 15. I also love its enhanced low light features and zoom capabilities. It's really great if you're someone who loves taking pictures, or if you're a content creator or thinking about being a content creator, this phone could be excellent for you. Overall, this phone does have a faster and more efficient processor, so it is going to give you that capability if you are a multitasker on your phone, if you want to do gaming on this phone, or if you have more heavy software that you're going to use on this phone, like video editing and such. Overall, I am impressed with the sleek design and color choice of this phone, and it's nothing significant compared to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I really like the colors. Again, I think that the black titanium is a safe color choice to go with. However, if I were ordering the 16 Pro Max, I definitely would have got the desert titanium. I love that neutral brown kind of color. I think it is gorgeous. Personally, I probably would avoid the white titanium because my husband previously, when he had his iPhone 13 Pro, he had the white color and it was just so dirty. Even though we cleaned his phone, it just got so dirty quick. Oh my gosh, if you are getting that regular iPhone 16 and you're getting the pink one, I am definitely jealous of you because I think that is the cutest phone. I love the pink choice. I think that is the prettiest color that they came out with in general for the iPhone 16 line. So I am jealous because that is a gorgeous color. I would definitely go with the pink. But again, for the Pro Max, I would probably go with the desert titanium color. Another pro is the battery life on this phone. I do believe it has 4 more hours of battery life on the 16 Pro Max versus the 15 Pro Max. So if you are someone who uses your phone all day, if you use it for business, for work, if you're just someone who is always on your phone and battery is important for you, this is definitely a good choice to go with because again, it has longer battery life. 4 more hours is actually pretty significant. So I would definitely go with this choice if that is something that matters to you. The pro, but also could possibly be a con, is that new camera control button on the side. I do think that that control button is excellent if you are a content creator or a photographer or just someone who loves taking photos and you're going to be using the camera app all the time. Personally, I don't think this feature is necessary. It's not life-changing, if you will, but I do think it's cool. It takes a little bit of time and adjustment to use. It would zoom in really quick or zoom out really quick and it wouldn't have that smooth transition of the camera lens zoom. But again, it's not necessary and it would probably only be worth it for someone who is a content creator or just loves taking photos with their phone. Let's talk about the cons of the iPhone 16 Pro Max. If you are looking for a significant upgrade, for a significant change, and you're coming from the iPhone 15 Pro Max or even the 14 in my opinion, I don't think that the iPhone 16 has anything super innovative and life-changing compared to the 15 and even the 14. Just don't really see a need to, because it is so similar to my iPhone 15. And again, I've been really enjoying my iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now, one thing I did forget to mention in the very beginning of this video is that my husband actually got the 512 gigabyte for the 16 Pro Max. So he is definitely going to have a lot more storage to do whatever he wants with videos and photos, and just in general, he's going to have a lot more storage room. On my 15 Pro Max, I think I have the 125 or the 256, somewhere around there. Let me tell you, I run out of storage so quick. Like, that would be, quite honestly, the only reason I would upgrade my phone in general, is to get more storage space. I always have to end up deleting a lot of photos or videos that I take, because just like that, it takes up storage. A lot of video editing on my phone as well, using CapCut, and that takes up so much storage. Honestly, the only reason I would upgrade my iPhone 15 Pro Max would just be because of the storage issue. But other than that, I don't see a need to upgrade it to the 16 Pro Max. Honestly, I still love the iPhone 13s. I feel like the iPhone 13s were like the ones that really stood out and were the innovative line of the Apple iPhones. But with that being said, if you have something less than that, if your phone is damaged like my husband's situation, and you're really looking for a significant jump in the numbers of the iPhones, yeah, maybe I would say it is worth getting the 16. But again, I'm saying if you have the 15 or the 14 or even the 13, you may want to look at it as nothing significant and probably not worth upgrading. But again, it always depends on your situation and whatever you feel like is worth upgrading or not. So that concludes my entire video on my first impressions, unboxing, and giving a little test run on this very new iPhone 16 Pro Max and comparing it to my 15 Pro Max. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because very soon in my upcoming videos, I will actually be doing full vlogs with the iPhone 16 Pro Max, just to give you an idea of what that looks like. I'm definitely very excited to film content on the new phone and see how it looks. So definitely be tuned for that, and be sure to subscribe if you want to stay in the loop of things. And also let me know if you think my husband and I should start a YouTube channel together, especially after buying the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. We've kind of been thinking about that as a possibility. So if that is something you're interested in seeing of both of us, comment down below pumpkin emojis. Be sure to fill out those comments with pumpkin emojis, because we want to know what you guys think. Are you interested in us starting a couples channel? Let me know, because that is definitely something on the horizon of things. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. I really hope you enjoyed this first impression. Wherever you are, I hope you have a wonderful day or night, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye!